taxing time that you just can't avoid. With the income tax deadline just 2 weeks away, many people are turning to professionals for help. But that did not work out so well for one New Jersey consumer. So Channel 2 troubleshooter Roseanne Coletti stepped in to help out. Roseanne.
You have to know this, Jane. Regardless of who prepares your tax forms, you are still responsible for them. Some tax preparation services will pay any penalty or fee if they make a mistake. But the South Orange, New Jersey couple who contacted us for help said they were having trouble collecting.
It was a letter from the Internal Revenue Service that started it all. It was the end of December 1988 when Al and Joe received notice that something was wrong with their 1986 tax return.
I received a letter from the IRS stating that I had unreported income from the year 1986 for $1,100.
Al and Joanne had their taxes prepared by H&R Block.
Al says when he went back to H&R Block, he was told he would not only have to pay the additional tax money, but the penalty and interest too. And he says that was not what H&R Block had promised him.
When Al complained about that,
The tax preparer said, well, it's out of my hands, and you have to call the main office in Clifton, which I called, and people I talked to there, they were telling me, like, well, we're having office problems, and we need, you know, some time and this and that. And I said, fine, no problem. 2 or 3 weeks went by, and I still no calls.
so Al says he called back again.
They said, well, she's busy, we'll call you back again, and they never called back again.
When we contacted H&R Block, they told us they had lost all of the Marcelli's papers and that the couple should have been refunded their penalty payments the instant they complained. H&R Block does tell us it was the company's mistake. They will refund all the Marcelli's money and will give them a certificate for a free tax preparation.
Fortunately, it turned out well. Now, before you hire any tax preparer, you should find out what their fee structure is, what sort of qualifications they have, any special training or certification, and whether they will represent you at an audit or pay penalties, and, of course, whether they are in business year-round. Jane?
So you have to be very, very careful about the qualifications of the accountant that you hire, because if you're audited, you're holding the bag.
That's true, and tax preparers do not have to be accountants. Some are. That's something you should know about. You should know the qualifications of the person you're hiring, and if they are not a year-round tax preparer in New York, they are required to give you a receipt with their telephone numbers so that you can contact them in, let's say, July or September if a problem comes up. Jane?
Interesting.